Live and online from the Fifth Third Arena, this is the 2024 Western Governors University Commencement Ceremony in Cincinnati, Ohio. This ceremony is for the School of Technology and School of Business graduates. This is a live broadcast and will be available for replay on YouTube and WGU's website.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be with you today. Welcome. It's my distinct honor to convene the 98th commencement of Western Governors University. I'm Dr. Courtney Hills Macbeth, Chief Academic Officer and Provost for WGU. We welcome all of you to Cincinnati, the city that has the greatest chili in the world, the first Major League Baseball team, our nation's 27th president, William Howard Taft, and of course, Sunday's running of the 26th Flying Pig Marathon. The Queen City of the West has always led the way of culture, arts, and civilization. What a great and fitting location to celebrate all of you today, graduates of WGU. Graduates, families, and friends, thank you for joining us as we celebrate this momentous occasion. And for every one of you that is here, we know there are many others who are unable to join in person but are streaming online. A special welcome to our online guests joining from across the country and across the world. As you celebrate, please share your excitement on social media and please use the hashtag WGUGrad. What a great gathering of our night owls worldwide. Now, if you are able, please stand for the national anthem.
Hello. We are delighted to be hosting you in Cincinnati. Thank you, Tadrick Robinson, for an inspiring performance. Tadrick is a WGU graduate and multi-instrumentalist jazz composer and producer from Lawrenceville, Georgia. In 2017, Tadrick's debut album rose to #1 on Billboard's Jazz Albums chart. Today, Tadrick will walk across the stage to receive an MBA in IT management. What a privilege to hear you perform, Tadrick. Thank you for sharing your talents with us. I'm Allison Bell, Regional Vice President of WGU's Central Region. On behalf of the entire university and our Board of Trustees, we can congratulate our graduates and congratulate you upon completing one of life's great achievements. Turn yourself around. All right. WGU graduates, I hope your memories of this day will remain with you forever. Commencement is a celebration of a milestone. It marks the moment you cross the line between student and alum, between one phase of your life and the next. And in this moment, we stand together between what is behind and what is ahead, what is known and the unknown. Each of you has accomplished something extraordinary. Your graduation is a milestone reached and a dream achieved. It's the culmination of challenges faced and obstacles overcome. You have taken a unique journey to make it here, and your determination and perseverance inspire all of us and mark a pathway for others to follow. Given that children of college graduates are 10 times more likely to attain a degree, many of you have not only enhanced your own life, but also that of your families and the generations that will follow you. WGU began in 1997 near the dawn of the internet. Our 19 founding governors had the foresight to see technological advances as an opportunity to adapt, even reinvent higher education, to make it more accessible and affordable, to improve its quality and relevancy to the future of work, and increase its focus on students and delivering value for them. Ultimately, to change lives for the better. More than 27 years later, WGU has awarded more than 370,000 degrees. Today's milestone represents an unprecedented level of dedication, persistence, creativity, and resilience. And for that, we congratulate and celebrate you. Yeah. Woo. Cincinnati's own William Howard Taft, our nation's 27th president, once said, "Great leaders are not born overnight, they are molded by experience and character." The education you've received at WGU prepared you to bravely lead, to persist in the face of great obstacles. You're now equipped to move yourselves, your families, and your communities forward with passion and freedom, and we know you'll be successful. Yeah, give it again. You deserve all the applause. Our master's graduates join only 14% of adults in the U.S. who hold master's degrees. Many of you are graduating today with your family members, and we offer special congratulations to those who are sharing this accomplishment with a loved one. WGU is grateful to be recognized year after year as a military-friendly university, and we are especially honored to recognize the military members proudly wearing red, white, and blue cords. We thank you for your service to our country and ask that you please stand to be recognized again. You deserve it. Thank you. Also joining us are many of our WGU faculty and staff. Profound thanks to our faculty and instructors. Would you please put your hands together to offer your appreciation for their time and dedication supporting your journey? Thank you. And now I'd like to share some facts about today's graduating class. There are 652 graduates earning master's and bachelor's degrees. 41% of you are the first in your family to earn a college degree. We extend a special congratulations to you. 47% of you identify as students of color. Your average age is 36 years old. The youngest is 18, and the oldest is 68. The average time to earn your degree was 2 years and 4 months. 40 states are represented here today. The state with the most graduates is Ohio, with 120 graduates here today. Our graduate who traveled the farthest to join us today is from Castle Rock, Washington, some 2,455 miles away. You all worked diligently to reach an educational milestone that will change the course of your own history and influence future generations. Thank you for allowing all of us at WGU to play a part in the fulfillment of your dream. It has been our honor. Now it is my pleasure to introduce and welcome to the lectern WGU's President Scott Pulsifer. President Pulsifer.
OH! Thank you very much. It's great to be back here. I love the state of Ohio. Our family lived here for 5 years in Columbus, and it's always great to be here in this great state. Graduates, thank you for being here. It is truly an inspiring moment for all of us up here and for me to share this moment of pride and recognition with each and every one of you. You have, as Vice President Bell highlighted, overcome great obstacles to complete your degree. Each of you has an amazing story that has brought you to this point. Like Charlene Waters from St. Louis, Missouri, a single parent who started her career as a forklift operator and has now earned bachelor's and master's degrees in accounting from WGU and is purchasing her first home. Charlene, I'd just like to say to you, wherever you are, that I had a wonderful accounting professor, and he started this semester by saying, you know, I don't have a doctoral degree in accounting, but I do have a master's degree. And so while you can't call me doctor, you can call me master. So each of you can now actually append that to your name. Or like Bernard Stanley from Oak Hill, Ohio. You clearly brought your entourage. Thank you, Bernard, for being here. He is the first in his family of 10 to graduate not only from college, but also from high school. Today, he is receiving a business administration degree. For Bernard, earning a degree is just the beginning of his story. We know there are hundreds of stories and accomplishments worthy of highlighting, and we urge each of you to share your story with your families, with your friends, and even with WGU. At this time, we have the opportunity to hear from two of your fellow graduates as they share their respective journeys to earn their degrees. I'm delighted to introduce Shelby Hepner, who received her Master's of Learning Experience Design and Educational Technology and Bachelor's in Business Administration and Human Resource Management from Nashville, Tennessee. And Joshua Stell, who earned his Master's in Cybersecurity and Information Assurance and Bachelor's in Cybersecurity and Information Assurance from Minooka, Illinois. Please join me welcoming first to the lectern, Shelby.
Today, I celebrate earning my second degree from Western Governors University. I went from being a cosmetologist and a college dropout to a corporate training manager with a master's degree. Ready to further my career in corporate digital education. While the path to this degree may have been unconventional, the experience has been transformative and filled with valuable lessons. Straight out of high school, I started college at a local university. I was ready, but not prepared. Fairly quickly, I found myself hating college. I was struggling as a young adult, trying to figure out life, living on my own and juggling work and school. After 2.5 semesters, I quit. I felt defeated, knowing I was one of the first in my family to drop out of a university not earning a bachelor's degree. The exact opposite of so many first-generation college graduates here today. Fast forward a decade later, carrying the disappointment of what I saw as an education failure, I had grown in my career, working as a corporate trainer in professional beauty, but I was ready for a change. I started applying for new jobs, and time after time I was turned down or overlooked because I didn't meet the minimum education requirements. My decade of work experience didn't seem to be enough, and I felt stuck. I didn't know it yet, but this would be a pivotal point in my life. I was ready to take that feeling of defeat I had carried with me for so long and use it as a push instead of a mental prison. In my job search, I continued to find that corporate training positions were listed under the Human Resource Department. So I enrolled in the Human Resource Management degree within WGU and had my scheduled start date. I was excited, but I was nervous. But I was hopeful that this time I would be able to make it happen. Going back to school in my 30s was hard. While working on my bachelor's program, I was juggling constant travel for my full-time job and my home life. I was completing coursework on nights and weekends, on airplanes, in hotel rooms, in airports. The little free time I had was consumed with cohorts, reading, studying guides, writing papers. Every bag that I packed included a little dry erase board, an extra laptop, and an external webcam. It all required a level of discipline that I had never shown before. Not only was I discovering a new level of determination within myself, I had a different perspective on the value of my education. No longer a university dropout, I had earned my bachelor's degree, and with confidence, I eagerly jumped into my master's program in learning experience design and educational technology. As I started my master's program, I was able to connect theoretical knowledge and coursework to my real-world situations and apply them to my everyday job. I was able to elevate my trainings to another level, leading to my work standing out from that of my colleagues. One after another, I was being presented with new opportunities in my career. The education I was receiving was more valuable than I ever imagined it could be. In fact, since graduating, I expanded on and implemented my capstone research to develop a new training program that was successfully launched within our company in January of this year. I no longer felt ashamed of not earning these degrees when I was younger, but rather I feel proud of these remarkable accomplishments. It has reinforced in me the power of perseverance, the importance of balancing responsibilities, and the value of education. It has brought out a new level of confidence in me, knowing that I can inspire others through my strength and resilience. I will carry all of these lessons with me for the rest of my life. With every move I make, I have little eyes looking to me as a role model in life. I want my nieces, nephews, and stepson to know that everyone's education path is different, and there is no right or wrong way to approach higher education. I want to remind them to be brave and to never label themselves as limited. I want them to know that we can all do big things, no matter our age or our circumstances. The power lies within each of us. By going back to school later in life, I've shown that it is never too late to pursue your passions and to make a positive change in your life. Congratulations to all my fellow graduates who have embarked on this incredible journey. Thank you to our friends and family that have supported us along the way. May our achievements inspire others, and may we continue to pursue our dreams with unwavering determination and passion.
Thank you, Shelby, for that amazing speech. Graduates, loved ones, distinguished faculty members, and people off the street who just walked in, thank you, and it is an honor to be with you. I'm so grateful to Western Governors University for the privilege of speaking about my journey. What is the foundation of success? When contemplating what to speak about, it's natural to reflect on the good times. It's easy to bask in the warmth of fond memories, and occasionally, it's even tempting to get complacent when we dwell on our successes. Sumner Redstone once wisely said, "Success is not built on success. It's built on failure. It's built on frustration. Sometimes, it's built on catastrophe." I stand before you not some bastion of success, but as someone who has persevered time and time again through failure, doubt, grief, sadness, and insert other troubling word here. I stand before you as a first-generation college student, earning my very first and second degree. But make no mistake, this is my third attempt at college, and it took a lot of failure before I was ready to do what was necessary to succeed. I graduated from high school with a full scholarship to a different university, an American dream right there. I was so excited, so ready to take on college, until I woke up late the first day of school. What are they gonna think of me? Should I even go? Doubt filled my mind, and at the time, my support system was limited. Ultimately, over time, these thoughts got the better of me, and I failed. I didn't just fail, I lost a free education, too. I couldn't think of a better word for that than a true catastrophe. I was ashamed, embarrassed, and lost. I already had a job in the field I was interested in, so I thought, maybe school just isn't for me. Maybe I can go through life without a college degree. And I was right. I could get by, but it was frustrating. While I secured jobs, I had to win over every potential employer in the interview. Talk about imposter syndrome going into an interview. Then, when COVID-19 hit, and I promise that will be the only time I mention it, my girlfriend Mary convinced me to give college another try. Heck, she even convinced our dog to go back to school. I was anxious, grappling with loan applications and the daunting task of choosing the right school, and the college I initially chose was not WGU. Remember, I said it took me 3 times to get it right. It was online, though, and it introduced me to the idea of distance learning. But progress was sluggish at that other school. I was hesitant to take out private loans, but I knew I could do more with my time. Then, fate intervened, and I stumbled upon a TikTok about WGU. Paying per term was a revelation to me, and the freedom to take as many classes as I could handle was a game changer. Although I was a sophomore at my previous school, only 4 of my classes transferred to WGU. But despite the risk of failing yet again, I took the leap. On July 1st, 2023, I started my bachelor's degree in cybersecurity and information assurance at WGU. I had to complete 30 classes, and when I started, my degree plan estimated it would be about 7 months. Ugh. I stand before you today having completed my cybersecurity bachelor's on December 4th, 2023, in only 5 months and 4 days. Not only that, but I was also able to start and complete my master's in cybersecurity between then and now. I overcame failure, no, catastrophe, to be able to pull myself back together and earn these 2 degrees. The journey was not easy, but with the weight of my past failures behind me, I persevered, I overcame, I succeeded. I insert other positive word here. I stand before you a former failure, and I'm very proud of it. As a testament to the power of ambition and perseverance, I've even embarked on the journey of entrepreneurship, starting my own IT business, which I lovingly call Control-Alt-Fix. Applying my skills to solve problems and improve lives is immensely fulfilling as a testament to the value of my time at WGU. While the challenges of the future ahead are significant, I've gained confidence in my abilities to overcome them and to thrive. I know that many of you in the audience have also overcome your own unique challenges. As we move forward into the uncharted territories of our future, let our ability to transform setbacks into stepping stones guide us. Remember this moment, this feeling. Let us embrace the reality that success is not solely built on victories, but rises from the ashes of failure, frustration, and catastrophe. So, graduates, loved ones, esteemed faculty, WGU leaders, and especially those of you who stumbled in off the street, let this moment ignite a fire within you. May we all carry forward the spirit of resilience, the strength to weather any storm, and the courage to turn catastrophe into a catalyst for success. Our stories are still being written, and the best chapters are yet to come. Congratulations, and let's seize the future together. Thank you.
Let's give one more round of applause for Shelby and Joshua. Thank you so much for sharing your stories. And I certainly was wondering, Josh, like, what took you so long? Jeez Louise. I was like, that is impressive. Just a reminder also to each and every one of us that time is often not a very good measure of learning. It's actually whether you've learned and what you do with what you've learned. I'm so grateful for the example that each and every one of you are providing, not only to us at WGU, but also to those that are close to you, your family members, your friends, and others who may have had a setback that they can turn into a stepping stone. Help each and every one of them recognize the inherent worth that they have and that innate capacity for learning, and then help them apply that to pursuing what they may want to learn and master and become proficient in, if you will, and competent in. We're so grateful for the example that each and every one of you provide for us. I'm now pleased to introduce our commencement speaker, Grandmaster Maurice Ashley. Maurice Ashley made history in 1999 when he became the first African-American chess grandmaster. If you want to talk about cool titles, by the way, I think Grandmaster is probably one of the best ones out there. So all of you masters out there, when you become a Grandmaster, then you might know that, hey, we've really arrived, right? He is a national championship coach, many-time author, chess commentator, puzzle inventor, video course creator, and motivational speaker. Maurice has spent decades providing dynamic live tournament coverage of world-class chess competitions and matches. His high energy, unapologetic, and irreverent commentary combines Brooklyn street smarts with professional ESPN-style sports analysis. He has covered every class of elite event, including the World Chess Championships, the US Chess Championships, the Grand Chess Tour, and the legendary man versus machine matches between Garry Kasparov and IBM's Deep Blue. Maurice has received multiple community service awards from city governments, universities, and community groups for his work. In recognition of his immense contribution to the game, he was inducted into the US Chess Hall of Fame in 2016 and the Brooklyn Technical High School Hall of Fame in 2018. Today, he travels the world as an ardent spokesperson for the many character-building effects of chess and shares how chess principles and strategies can be applied to improve business practices and assist with personal growth. We are so grateful to have Maurice with us. Please welcome Grandmaster Maurice Ashley to the lectern.
Thank you. It is my pleasure to stand here before you, students, families, President Pulsifer, and esteemed faculty on this marvelous graduation day for Western Governors University. It is an important day, a momentous day, a day I'm sure you will never forget. Today I want to start by talking to you about another momentous day, one that changed my life forever. On April 3rd, 1968, my mother, then 28 years old, took a plane from our homeland of Jamaica and flew to John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York City, where she would take her very first steps on U.S. soil. She had left her 3 children, my older brother Devon, our baby sister Alicia, and me, in the care of her mother, our grandmother, in order to work, save money, apply for, and eventually earn U.S. citizenship, and then sponsor us to follow in her footsteps in this great land of opportunity. It was an enormous sacrifice to be away from her young children. Devon was 9, I was 2, and Alicia was only 7 months old. And it was an equally enormous sacrifice for our grandmother, who at 64 years old had already raised 7 of her own children, to then decide to take on the heavy burden of raising her daughter's kids for an indefinite period of time. These two courageous women could not have known how events were going to play out. In fact, on April 4th, 1968, the day after my mother had arrived, civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was shot and killed in Memphis, Tennessee, setting off riots in over 100 U.S. cities where scores of buildings were set on fire in protest. As my mother tells it, this horrifying tragedy and the terrifying aftermath were the very first things she saw on American television. She was shocked, dismayed, scared, and appalled, and filled with uncertainty about what it all meant and even what to do next. What she did do next would change the history of our family. While someone else may have thought that the country was too volatile, too filled with hate, anger, and division to stay and tough things out, she instead collected herself and thought about her kids back home, who she wanted to help raise out of deep poverty to give us a fighting chance at a better life. She decided to forge ahead, and after 10 long years, her dream was finally realized on August 28, 1978, when my brother, sister, and I landed at the same John F. Kennedy International Airport to reunite once again with her as a family. Ironically, that day we arrived was the 15th anniversary of the March on Washington, where, on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., Dr. King had given his now famous speech titled, "I Have a Dream." Our march to achieve our own dreams had only just begun. The neighborhood we would live in, the one my mother could afford, was Brownsville, Brooklyn. Legendary heavyweight boxer Iron Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, was from Brownsville. Brownsville was so rough, Mike had to get out. But despite all the violence and shootings and drug dealing happening around us, my mother worked hard to keep us on the straight and narrow, insisting that we focus on our education, getting good grades in school above all else. But my mother's plan would not work out the way she had envisioned it. A little over 2 years later, while attending Brooklyn Technical High School, I saw a classmate playing chess. I was always good at board games, so I challenged him, and he completely demolished me. I couldn't understand why that had happened until a short time later, I happened to see a book on chess in the school library. I didn't know there were books on chess. So I checked it out of the library, went home, studied it cover to cover, and returned to challenge my friend. He crushed me again. Turns out he had read that book and a bunch of other books. However, the fire had been lit. I started checking more books out of the library and begging my dad, who we visited on the weekends, to buy me even more books. And I went to the parks in Brooklyn, where the hustlers would play for money while they played music and distracted you by talking trash the whole time. Not a day went by when I wasn't playing, studying, thinking about, or dreaming of chess. My mother didn't take too kindly to this obsession. To her, she had not made all those sacrifices for me to waste all my time on a stupid board game. When I proudly brought home a certificate that showed that I had been officially awarded the title of Chess Master for my excellent performance in chess tournaments, she stared at it and asked in Jamaican patois, "Where the money there?" Where is the money? She wanted us to have dream jobs, doctors, lawyers, accountants, engineers, college professors. Jobs that were respectable, jobs that she could understand, jobs that she herself with her limited educational opportunities, did not have the credentials for. I understood what my mother wanted. So I stayed in school, went to college, and studied electrical engineering. And when that got too intense and got in the way of my chess studies, I switched to becoming an English major. How hard could that be? I speak English. But I kept chasing my ultimate dream of trying to become a grandmaster, the highest title you can have in chess. But it wasn't so easy. I had started at 14 years old, when most future grandmasters start at 6, 7, or 8. Learning chess is like learning a language. It's easier to pick up when you're young. So I had major gaps to fill. But I didn't care that the grandmasters that I had read about and wanted to be like had started at a much younger age than I had. I wanted nothing more than to be really good at this game. So while I was trying to stay awake in my college classes, I was thinking about chess. When I needed some money, I got a job teaching chess. When life got real and there wasn't enough time in the day to study chess, to work, and finish up my college degree, I decided to go to school part-time, taking 1 or 2 classes a semester. My mother didn't complain too much because she could see that teaching chess was actually making me a decent living. And by then, I was 20, 21 years old, and she really couldn't and really didn't want to tell me what to do. It would take me over 10 years to finally achieve my dream. I saved up what little resources I had to take trips to other countries to play in international chess tournaments. I made many mistakes along the way, lost many big games. But I learned that making mistakes and losing were both a part of the process. That for every great destination, it's the journey that gives it real value. Slowly, I got good enough to start beating top players, and then to start beating them consistently. And finally, in 1999, at age 33, I won the game that made me the first African-American grandmaster in the history of chess. There is an idea in chess called retrograde analysis, or backward thinking. It means that in order to understand the past, or even the present, you must first know the future. A simple example is pregnancy. If a woman becomes pregnant, she's unable to know until a few weeks later when the signs start to show it, or a pregnancy test reveals it. Life can often be like that. About a year after my daughter was born, I had this sudden feeling of anger and resentment towards my mother that I had not felt in many years. I could not understand how she could have left me back in Jamaica. I could never even imagine leaving my little girl behind for 10 months, much less 10 years. I couldn't shake the feeling, so I called her on the phone and confronted and challenged her to explain how she could have done this. I heard a long sigh on the other end. She paused and proceeded to explain that she obviously hadn't wanted to leave us behind, but that she had felt that she had to. She had wanted nothing more than to have us have the chances she never did. As she spoke, and as we both became emotional to the point of tears, I realized that while I was feeling sorry for myself for somehow being abandoned, it was actually she who had had to suffer. She had to live for all those years without her babies, had to miss out on all the beautiful moments of being able to watch us grow and change and become little people with interesting and funny personalities and opinions. I had never thought about, nor could I have truly understood her pain and loneliness if I hadn't time traveled 25 years into the future and had a child of my own. Today, your future awaits. For those of you proud graduates, this day is a new chapter in your story. In 25 years, you will look back to see how the story played out. You will come to understand the sacrifices made by the folks who helped you get here. I can give you these words of advice. The things you don't quite understand now, you will. The things you think you know will look very different with the passage of time. The emotional baggage or scars you may have, do your future self a favor and start trying to let them go now. It may not help you get there any faster, but it will make the journey a bit lighter, a bit easier to handle. You get to dream dreams your parents may not have thought were even possible. Dreams that to them may not even make any sense. That's okay. They'll catch on. Today, if you walk into my mother's house, she'll proudly show you the newspaper articles about her son, the chess grand master. She may not be able to explain exactly what that is, but she will say the words with pride. She tells me time and time again that she's proud of me, not just because of what I accomplish, but because I worked so hard to achieve the dream I believed in. And I tell her time and again that I'm ever so grateful that she showed me by her shining example what it means to focus on your dreams no matter what the obstacles that stand in your way, that you have to make sacrifices and take chances to get what you really desire. Graduates, you have proven that you can do the work to achieve your dream. You proved it to your professors, you proved it to your fellow classmates, you proved it to your parents, but most importantly, you proved it to yourself. The hard work you put in to walk across the stage with a diploma in hand shows to everyone that you have the strength, the fortitude, the resiliency, and the determination to get the job done. You will forever share this day with all your classmates, your professors, your deans, your parents, your family, and friends. However long it took for you to get here doesn't matter. Whether you worked your tail off to get it done in 3 or 4 years, which sounds like a slacker after I hear 5 months, or if you took the slow boat, like some of us, because life had something to say, you made it. You got to the end game. You could tell the world, checkmate. Today, one game ends and another game begins. Go out there and show the world what you can do. Congratulations, WGU Class of 2024. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's give Maurice one more round of applause and thank you for his inspiring words. We certainly are grateful for your time and association with us and each and every one of us, for certainly also demonstrating and providing an example of how one actually does not squander the privileges and opportunities that a mother who came before you and the sacrifices that she made, and certainly has set not only your life, but also the lives of those who come behind you on better footing. That is what each and every one of you have done. We're so grateful that you have made those decisions sometime in your past that have now brought you to this point. And for that reminder now, that what are you now going to do from this point forward, and where will it take you next? We certainly know that it will have an impact on your family, on your friends, on the work and the colleagues and everyone that you associate with. We're so grateful for our own association with you, our graduates, this class of 2024. It is now time for our Chief Academic Officer and Provost, Dr. Courtney Hills Macbeth, who will confer degrees.
It really is a wonderful sight to be up here and look at all your faces. And while I do that, I think each one of you has a unique and a special story. And it made me wonder as I heard Maurice talk, what was that moment for you, that moment of doubt where you thought, this is just too hard, I can't keep going? I want each one of you to think about that moment here before we confer your degree and know that you overcame that moment of doubt, that moment of discouragement, and what confidence that brings each of you, the pride, the hope, the confidence for the future. It's a really remarkable thing, and I'm very excited to now confer your degree, what you come here today for. So we proudly recognize each of our master's degree graduates who wear a hood bearing the color of their discipline. Would the candidates for master's degree please rise if you are able? Upon the favorable recommendation of our faculty and the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and member governors of Western Governors University, I hereby confer upon you the master's degree you have earned, to include the Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Marketing, and Masters of Science, with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Please be seated for a moment. Now, would all those here today earning a bachelor's degree please stand? Upon the favorable recommendation of our faculty and the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and member governors of Western Governors University, I hereby confer upon you the bachelor's degree you have earned, with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. You may now move the tassel from the right to the left side of your mortarboard. Congratulations and welcome to the global community of college graduates. And now we will individually recognize each of our amazing graduates. Vice President Casey Clark, will you please come to the lectern, followed by Senior Vice President Paul Bingham.
What an absolute privilege it is to stand before you today, celebrating this remarkable achievements of our School of Business graduates. You represent the change makers of our ever-evolving world, steering the course of industry with your expertise in HR, accounting, finance, marketing, and leadership. The journey you've taken, the challenges you've conquered, and the knowledge you've gained in your path have sculpted you into indispensable assets and catalysts for positive change. Your resilience and unwavering determination and your capacity to see things through to the end are nothing short of inspirational. As you stand on the threshold of this new chapter, remember to nurture your curiosity and never underestimate the power of hard work and passion. Today, we applaud your accomplishment, but tomorrow, we eagerly anticipate the heights you'll match and the impact you'll make. Will the graduates of the School of Business, starting from the front row, please step forward at the direction of our marshals to receive the recognition you so richly deserve.
Trevor Andrew Lee Snyder.
Brittany Alicia Faye Bishop.
Abigail Asigri Clay.
Ashley Gatesy.
Manaya Perry.
Rob Peck.
Gerald Oden.
Brendan Berg.
Tiffany Miller.
Michelle Chapman.
Keja Banima.
Edward Menser.
Shelby Hepner.
Kyla Kincaid.
Tyrone Lawrence.
Cadrick Robinson.
Lori Taylor.
James Englum.
Zachary Blackwell.
Yua Lee.
Joshua Stell.
Stacy Sutton.
Ashley Evans.
Janelle Roosh.
Monica Huffman.
Evan Yer.
Esmeralda Torres.
Amanda McMillian.
Stephanie Pitts.
David Boffman.
Javon Verge.
Kende Adabawale.
Regina Hall.
Melissa Greer.
Lauren Wills.
Paul Crouch.
Lawrence Morrison.
Michaelan Norton.
Matthew Dumas.
Vince Temple.
Meredith Doty.
Timothy Savage.
Rush God's Power Odiung.
Shakira Smith.
Melissa Sabo.
Brian Steele.
Tanya Laverne Bates.
Parker Sovinsky.
Jeffrey London.
Thania London.
Mercedes Vale.
Malika Smith.
Vasant Kumar Ramkumar.
Coleman Berry.
Tamara Watson.
Carlene Torrance.
Contessia Haney.
Sam Cruz.
Eric Orrock Cabot.
Lara Jimenez.
Bob Ewalt.
Art Kabling.
Ashley Harden.
Elizabeth Challenger.
Julie Ann Pepsel Smock.
Corey Rush.
Bonkwe Tamon King.
Jesse Carter.
Carrie Kreckler.
Robert Mitchell III.
Morgan Triefenbach.
Wade Richardson.
Holly Adams.
Keith Jones.
Christopher Roberts.
Liz Darty.
Jacob Johnson.
Caitlin Gardy.
Tammy Payne.
Olivia Fleisner.
Kelly Gardy.
Isaiah Madison.
Christopher Jenkins.
Mary Carney.
Ashley Simone Robinson.
Richard Kresge.
Darnell Hill.
Terry Baker.
Charles Richard Joseph.
Jessica Goki.
Mike Mills.
Rachel Rodriguez.
Xavier Sapp.
Ashley Rivera.
Cora Correa Grogan.
Maria Sexton.
Leonardo Poopum.
Amy Rose.
Nathan Patrick.
Jonathan Meeks.
Brenda Prutel.
Courtney Webb.
Ty Young.
Dorothy Bayless.
Lindsay Deneen.
Chandra Heyer.
Madeline Riggs.
Carmisha Windmiller.
Arletta Floyd.
Joseph Baumhover.
Andrew Casper.
DJ Taylor.
Esther Woodson.
Alicia Kubinska Latavietz.
Sarah Moonguy.
Lafayette K. Barnum.
Burley Gwaltney.
Kara Francis.
Margaret Harity.
Angela McKenna.
Maggie Tidwell.
Kenneth Barra.
Katie Grains.
Whitley Sigmund.
Israel Juarez.
Tracy Rudin.
Stephanie Brooke Joy.
Tanner Eitzen.
Charlene Waters.
Brianna Baskin.
Sarah Rousseau.
Tia Cox.
Kristen McGuire.
Amaris Horton.
Ramon Robinson.
Daryl J. Lowen.
Sydney Rigdon.
John Hairspiel.
Amy McHone.
Keita Lewis.
Michelle Senegalio.
Desiree Lumpkin.
Matt Krissick.
Corey Carr.
Lucy Googie.
Aaron Smallwood.
Olivia DeWitt.
Patrick Perry.
Marcella Weinroot.
Jaden Franklin Cole.
Caitlin Walpe.
Michael Ernie.
Jennifer Dooley.
Jerry Walpe.
Richard Green.
Connor Yant.
Denise McKell.
Brandon Williams.
Tiffany Talbot.
Donita Flippin.
Ophir Massey.
Tiffany Anderson.
Candace Thompson.
Karina Lunning.
Cree Morgan.
Ashley Mengel.
Chanel Murphy.
Perwana Woodhouse Davis.
Talia Edding.
Rayanne Grubbs.
Sydney Harmon.
Brian Maragis.
Amy Byrne.
David Grow.
Karina Dixon.
Brielle Hamlet.
Nikki Cleary.
Alina Randolph.
Nick Drake.
Sean Coons.
Madeline Allison.
Estave Palanis.
Kathleen Brunton.
Fatima Almazan.
Tyler Mattingly.
Talisha Yates.
Crystal Posey.
Emmanuel Tuamasi.
Isaiah Rivers.
Jared Knapp.
Ebenezer Okpiri.
Sheikh Omar Fowle.
Chris Ann DeRamsey.
Crystal Bishop.
Nadine Haskell.
Roger McManus.
Hawa Gray Smith.
Rosalie Cronley.
Lydia Butler Watson.
Brittany Booker.
Yolanda Winfield.
Samantha Endicott.
Fatin Kunda.
Amy Hernandez.
Noorjahan Rashid.
Chanel Hammond.
Carissa Brainerd.
Michael Utez Adamaz.
Emily Pierre.
Kayla Hawkins Govan.
Raven Kiana Jenkins.
Todd Bowling.
Bridget Wright.
Genesis Harwell.
Paige Fairfield.
Blake Ware.
Caitlin B. Cox.
Jacqueline Skeen.
Danielle Borman.
Madison Hallbrooks.
Javon Derrity.
Kim Mason.
Jason Edwards.
Rachel Grasty Sheehan.
Jill Amos.
Beth Kunkler.
Dustin Davis.
Elizabeth Lonis.
Sharon Wetz.
Jeremy Lewis.
Jonathan Napier.
Robert Carranza.
Bethany Bailey.
Stephanie Hudson.
Eugenia Murray.
Arethea Turner Allen.
Phyllis Watke.
Nate Blazeski.
Robin Jackson.
Samuel White.
Gunnar Dotson.
Ty Hill.
Mark Stropes.
Warren Nanini.
Alexa Mullins.
Wendy Thomas.
Lori Cruz.
Wyatt Fricky.
Justin Newburn.
Holly Fields.
Tyler Burns.
Bridget Broush.
Beverly Joan Staggs.
Emily Suzanne Swanson.
Melinda Hood.
Jessica Miller.
Veronica Hobbs.
Tanisha Graves.
Shauna Wilson.
Nicholas Paul Antonio Ortiz Sano.
Tracy Grant.
Jay McCulca.
Dontrell Crawford.
Dana Chapman.
Braxton Rhodes.
Justin Harris.
Alicia Allen.
Frederick Simpson.
Kevin Johnson.
Jason Fott.
Andrew Stuck.
Constance Dawn Honeycutt.
Chandra Booker.
Shamara Williams.
Justin Loring.
Heather Black.
Kyle Sebring.
Caitlin McCarty.
Shauna Evans.
Ben Bowes.
Bernard Stanley.
Tanisha Wagner.
Caitlin Cox.
Chantel James.
Olivia Swafford.
Bicker Gurma.
Luke Ingalsma.
Amanda Brasher.
Emily Steven.
Skylar Schuler.
Reese Nelson.
Austin Pitts.
Christopher Baker.
Cadence Longerberger.
Sarah Silva.
Tamara Smith.
Jalen Sheard.
Donna Tapone.
Crystal Kirby.
Jacob Dakota Chow.
Stephanie Amalfitano.
Deborah Johnson.
Ime Mbang.
Elijah Baskerville.
Tiana Torres.
Peyton Ray.
Brittany Haley.
Emilia Zuckerman.
Aldo Zakata.
Caitlin O'Mara.
Emily Phelps McKibben.
Ashley Mullins.
Christy Kinzel.
Andrea Harris.
Skycie Summer.
Casey Jensen.
Kelly Grimm.
Nazim Tijani.
Bethany Laporte.
Stephanie Pagan Gurity.
Sarah Emig.
Noah Borja.
Mary Easterday.
Katie Wade.
Dariana Watson.
Justin Grover.
Danielle Rayner.
Brittany Mostiller.
Chloe Cheyenne Altez.
Lily Gruber.
Heaven Curl.
Lubrita Meredith.
Alicia Moncow.
Amber Lowry.
Skylar Brinkman.
Tamara Whitfield.
Courtney Whitlock.
Lance Jones.
Jessica Anderson.
Kyle Ray.
Babatunde Shonabare.
Evans Ofori.
Sarah Bevan.
Kyle Ward.
Tessa A. Retamia.
Jakaya Evan.
Rand Saylor.
Sean Suttle.
Abigail Otu.
Kelly Marble.
Amanda Goss.
Sherry Hungratz.
Amanda Camarena.
Alyssa Hutchinson.
Anna Black.
Yatunde Fanii.
Connor Williams.
Rebecca Murray.
Joseph Stone.
Lee Richmond Jr.
Vanessa Smith.
Beverly Horobkin.
Megan De La Cruz.
Reese Merriman.
Ome Joynob.
Otoniel Ricardo.
Cynthia Pamela Townsend.
Shani Boone.
Alicia Omagwe.
Lawanda Sherrard.
Shatasha Hill.
Jacob Flathers.
Sarah Jarvis.
Mariah Sanders. Congratulations to all of the graduates from the School of Business.
To the graduates from the School of Technology, your faculty members who are here today and I are so very proud of each of you. As bold and innovative professionals, you have a unique perspective on where the world of data and technology is headed. That's because many of you will be leading us there. Just as technology is increasingly expanding the limits of what we used to think was possible, you, armed with your degree and the same passion and tenacity that got you here, are now poised to expand the limits of what you may have previously thought was possible. Your future careers, inventions, and accomplishments are truly limitless. I'm looking forward to seeing where each of you goes from here. Congratulations. Now, this is no surprise to my colleagues. I'm going to go off script for just a second. I noticed that there's a sound meter up here on the back wall that measures the volume of applause. So will you all please join me as the graduates from School of Technology come to the stage to be recognized, and let's max that thing out.
Brian Rejoice Nilovu.
Precious Maria Rios.
Freddie Ramirez.
Elizabeth Alade.
Ronnie Gonzalez Morales.
April Wells Cutler.
Sam Watkins.
Allison Bender.
Victor Akofu.
Alex Highland.
Hamid Id Azi.
Jeffrey Martin.
Jahi Brahim.
Adam Coe.
Abdullah Magaji.
Ibrahim Zaki.
Bob Roebling.
Kofi Ganu.
Sunny Jaiswal.
Corey Parsons.
Dominic Akwazi Waja.
Mohammed Misbah Khair.
Daniel Hughes.
Joshua Summers.
Nargis Fatma.
Chase Garrison.
Lisa Presley Chapwa.
Collins Eshun Marfo.
Narasimha Bandaru.
Katiri Moore.
Nusrat Shaheen.
Carl James.
Aaron Borgowski.
Moses Shobawali.
Ronald Bautista.
Ted Matas.
Abayomi Balogun.
Pacifique Tarunga.
Blake Corp.
Quentin Siples.
Stephen Brumley.
Corey Halsteg.
Andrew Clinton.
Josh Seymour.
Elliot Dean.
Nicole Spanogle.
Aaron Keating.
Ryland Sheffer.
Cortella Grimes.
Londa Devlin.
Matthew Swigert.
Elizabeth Denny.
Richard Yeager.
Thomas Kramer.
Biker Wonderrod.
Derek Hunter.
Michael Brandon Murphy.
Mayron Halud Demasi.
Safia Majida Dawkins.
Ethan Coolidge.
Philia Bekele.
Brian Puget.
Brianna Jones.
Bude Mansaray.
Nike Adeji.
Kahindi Ogundele.
Bharat Mandatan Bonson.
Olushola Akinmolayan.
Tony Rothweiler.
Luke Canfield.
Timon Battle.
Avelino Villamin Jr.
Timothy Garrity.
Hua Bu.
Troy Adams.
Solomon Abimiku.
Todd Balsley.
Brandon Battles.
Samuel Cardenas.
Roman Froten.
Mohammed Abdullah.
Swastika Kadka.
Sharon Creasy Hemingway.
Stacy Woodard.
James Burrish.
Zane West.
Roger Roberts.
Justin Snyder.
Antonio Villegas.
Christopher Maybe.
Chaz Darvish.
Zane Knightwood.
CJ Juntanen.
Gregory Meckes.
Tiffany Baldwin.
Chris Brainerd.
Hayden Bowersock.
Hervé Chibasu.
Samantha Floyd.
Megan Serrano Perez.
David Wallace.
Christian Berger.
Stephen Gilboy.
Danielle Bromley.
Hiba Fesa.
Pamela Fournier.
Chandler Dale.
Sherry Champney.
Tyler Bonney.
Joseph Bomey.
Ryan DeBusk.
Carolina Zerga.
Alexander Peloyan.
Adjobi Annabella Dosu.
Cesar Morales.
Saeed Ahmed.
Daniel Oliver.
Jalen Patterson.
Prayash Busal.
James Klimek.
John Litton.
Hunter Kevelin.
Anthony Rawl.
Andre Logan.
Brian Perez.
William Watke.
Erica Rayford.
Dylan Stewart.
Alexander DePaula.
Jeremy Hessig.
Aaron Markwalder.
Teksong Eep.
Gordon Parsons.
Michael Kiriakou.
David Tebow.
Kevin Lusaw.
Allison Wren.
Marta Wilmoth.
Mark Sullivan.
Michael Swanson.
Christian Didam.
Abanoob El Sayed.
Thomas Scholes.
Benjamin Tran.
Christian Mabo.
Ryan Tarr.
Randy O'Neill.
Nigel Scott.
Melissa Sukere.
Eli Thompson.
Lin-Mai Mills.
Azubuki Maisie.
Kevin Welch.
George Nye.
Christo Keys.
Deja Johnson.
Lachlan McHughen.
Nicholas Terrence.
Bayan Oluwatomi Niyi.
Wyatt Durbin.
Lucas Heingardner.
Brian Creed.
Zuljargal Kurobatar.
Michaela Foley. Congratulations to our graduates from the School of Technology.
Congratulations, graduates. Thank you for all those who've come to support these graduates. It's truly an honor. I'd like to take this moment to recognize and thank the graduates who are wearing a blue and gold philanthropy cord. We thank you for your generosity, for your support for other students and WGU's fellow Night Owl Scholarship. Philanthropy cords are not only a physical symbol of a graduate's commitment to WGU, but they also support a legacy that will last for generations to come. Thanks to the incredible support of these alumni and thousands of alumni before them, more than $278,000 has been raised for the Fellow Night Owl Scholarship, which has helped 268 students cross the finish line to graduation. Thank you for your support in helping your fellow Night Owls succeed. Remember, you're a Night Owl for life, joining an ever-growing alumni network of over 330,000 graduates. As our most recent graduates, you can find support when you network with fellow alumni and in turn offer your mentoring support to other alumni and current students. We also welcome you to explore lifelong career resources and alumni benefits at wgu.edu/alumni. Know this, the entire WGU community stands ready to champion your success and celebrate your achievements every step of the way. As we are here today, we're inspired to know that the degree you have earned at WGU will create new pathways to opportunity. Your WGU education hasn't just provided you the knowledge to succeed in your careers, but it also has helped you and all of us develop as humans, to live and thrive in a world that desperately needs your uniqueness. As legendary Cincinnati Reds outfielder Pete Rose once said, "Baseball is an individual game, but it should never be a personal game." The same is true of your life. Your individual accomplishments enable you to selflessly inspire those around you, so that each of us becomes a better version of ourselves. Now I ask, who will you lift, and how will you use your experiences to make the team around you better? And I urge you, as you continue your journey, to reach back and give others the same chance that helped you succeed. Identify meaningful ways to contribute to your communities and help us create a brighter pathway for future generations. At WGU, we have a commitment to serving and uplifting our communities. I challenge you to make that same commitment. The world needs you more than ever. You've proven you can do hard things at just the right time, because the world is full of hard things that still need doing. As we close, I hope you'll take a moment to reflect on the pride you felt during this ceremony. Thank you for letting us be a part of your educational journey and to celebrate this moment with you. You will leave this ceremony as a part of the WGU family. WGU will always be a part of you, and you will always be a part of WGU. Our commencement is nearing the end, and we will ask you to follow the direction of the marshals to exit. But before we do that, I'm going to ask our team on this stage to stand. I'm going to ask our WGU faculty and staff and instructors to also please stand. And if you are a family member or a friend and colleague in the audience, please also stand. That's all of you around the outside. Graduates, we all are inexpressibly proud of you and your accomplishment. You enrolled at WGU as an individual. You succeeded with the support of your family, friends, and your faculty. For all you have overcome to get to this moment, we salute you. And as you take the next step, you will do it with the applause and ovation of thousands who love you. Congratulations.
I'm kneeling on the floor. There has to be a force to do I phone. The stars are out and shining, but all I really want to know, I want you to show me the way every day. I want you to show me the way. Oh, I can't see no reason you're living on your nerves. When someone drops a cup, I submerge. I'm swimming in a circle.